I need you to answer me 3 questions, bro. No, y'all just don't know. It's an insider, bro.
What's the way going to market, 60 market?
No, 60 market that way.
Oh my god, I'm not proud.
Yeah. What's the brand, bro? What we here with today?
Yeah, this the owner of the 3y company.
What it stand for? Better question.
Having your third eye, seeing past your vision and all that, and just past what reality is. You just gotta think a little harder, use your wisdom.
I think we relevant there. That's why I put the 3 in my name. Pioneer Blend type shit.
Exactly.
So what made you come up with it though? Is it something that happened in your life that made you like, yo, this is what my brand stand for?
That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, I always had a just creative mind. I always been doing the clothes since I was a young boy.
Right.
So, but I just wanted to do something with a message. I wanted to give somebody a message every time I get dressed. Where I'm from, Philly, a lot of clothing lines, they have some type of foreign name or something like that. Sound like some type
like
of
a
Gucci
Milano or some shit.
Yeah, something. But I wanted to make sure everything I'm doing is intentional. And the name means something. You know what I mean? So I ain't wanted it just to be something that sounds cool.
Right.
I wanted it to be actually something that means something, and people could take a message and you're rocking the message.
Right.
You're showing people the message, and if you're into what you're rocking, you're gonna spread the message.
Right.
And it's a positive message.
Go hand in hand.
I ain't promoting no negativity. I ain't promoting no Satanism. That's what a lot of people is on. That's what's going on right now. You know what I mean? So not to bring up no other brands and all that, but it's a lot of brands that be on that. You know what I mean? So you got to pay attention. A lot of people don't even know what they're wearing. Maybe wearing something with some Satanism, some Satan stuff, and you rocking that. If you believe in God and all that,
look good.
It's a bad joint. Yeah. So that's something my dad always would ask me when I'm wearing something. What does it mean?
What does it stand for?
What does it stand for? I need to do the homework.
Align with you.
Yeah, so I can't just be buying anything just because it look cool or the colors and all that. I got to know exactly what I'm wearing.
Right.
So that's when I'm making. It need to be saying something.
Right.
It need to be.
Why orange though? Because it seems like that's the go-to color. I like it, man.
I love orange. Orange is my favorite color, and it's like it's real attention grabbing. And I just like how it look on black people's skin. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So that's another joint. Like I know for sure the very first person in Philly. I might be the first person on Earth.
He said on Earth.
To put black people on clothing. Like as in a cartoon. Like I put black people. I'm gonna go with Philly.
Right.
I put black people on clothing. You know what I'm saying? Black women, black men, black whatever. On the clothes, they couldn't even get the hue right. The hue.
They couldn't even get the hue right.
No, it was like they was making them, because I was the first one to do it.
Yeah.
And this is from a company.
Beige.
Yeah, I was doing it. This is from a company that does all of the popping brands in Philly.
Okay.
Printing.
Okay.
I was the very first nigga to do it. You know what I'm saying? They either made it too dark or blue.
Had to adjust.
You know what I'm saying? They had to, so it took a lot of trial and error.
Why are we out here in front of this store though? I see you got ho-hos on the shirt. What make this store, this strip, the O, because that's where we at. You feel me? What make it so special to you?
Well, for one, this were the first place I seen people getting money at. You know what I mean? A lot of the YNs.
He said YNs.
They like to call you washed if you're 30 plus.
Right.
But the people I seen that was 30 plus and all that, or 30, 20, late 20s and all that.
They was the ones that
was putting us on stuff.
Exactly.
Putting polo, all the fresh stuff to wear, the jerseys, all that. They was showing us how to, you know what I mean, introducing us to new swag. So it was a brother out here by the name of Mo.
Shout out Mo.
Yep.
Shout out Mo.
Mo was out here every day of the week with a big stack of money, with a different fur on that matched his car every day. And he used to make his doors go up like a Lamborghini.
The butterfly
every
joints,
car,
bro.
Every car he had. It could have been a Crown Vic. He had a Jaguar.
That's what I was trying to think of. Was it a Crown Vic or a Grand Prix?
No, it was a Crown Vic.
And that's back when they was doing
just one of his cars. That was just something he liked to drive
stunting.
sometimes. Crown Vic was one of them cars. He was all that in there.
Now it's Trackhawks.
Trackhawks. But he had foreigns. He had Jaguars. He had little BMW, little station wagons. He had little
BMW station wagon is crazy.
He had little different little stuff, man. I always thought Mo was fly.
Bro, definitely was him.
Yeah, so
he was the person to look up to a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you.
This store is a staple, to the community. I always say, if you started from scratch, you just got drop tear from jail or whatever. You ain't got no money. You know what I mean? You come here, you get you a fresh shirt, long johns, top, bottom, hat, gloves, mouthwash, toothpaste, food, and all that. Used to sell hot food here back in the day. Shout out to Reg.
Shout out Reg.
Reggie from around here, from the O. You know Reggie.
You know Reggie. You can't say the O without Reg. You can't say the O without Mo.
at all.
Yeah, me.
You're tripping.
Yeah, or Debo.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, cheeseburger specials, bro.
You know, they had the big fat cheeseburgers.
The big Jones.
Like the John from Crown. It was a Mondo burger.
Yeah, Mondo burger.
Mondo.
Welcome to Ho-Ho's. Can I take your order?
For real.
And the motherfucking the crab sticks.
Yeah. And
I was looking at the other day. And the scallops, bro.
That's how you knew he was a real baller. All he had a couple of extra dollars for the scallops.
You know Salt, pepper, ketchup.
Salt, pepper, ketchup,
But
bro.
where is niggas really selling crab sticks at now, bro?
I couldn't tell you, bro. I ain't had a crab stick since
here, bro.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I was in the store the other day. I'm like, but they had the fake crabs.
Yeah, imitation crab.
The imitation crab, and I'm like, dang, it's not the same. But that's how they used to make it. Drop it in the bread, you know what I'm saying, and deep fry it. And I'm like, dang, I got a taste for that shit. Went on Amazon, that shit said $99. I'm like, no, I'm not that craving it.
Oh man, just because I seen the transition of the store or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, man.
Don't forget about across the street. The crazy thing is, bro, we came from we grew up right down the street from each other, and we never really know each other. And you was the guy from that side, I was the guy from this side. Like, you was over there with the candy. For a while,
I couldn't even come to this side of the street. I had to stay on 59th Street side.
Right, and I had to stay over here.
You had to stay over there. So
you had the candy. You was with the laundromat with the best candy in the hood.
Yeah.
And I was over here with the not us drug dealers.
But and they had, see over here, they had all the traditional candy. Peach rings,
the strawberries,
gummy strawberries,
the worms.
just, you know, the joints that we grew up on. But over here, they had all the new shit.
And the pack that hang off the
Remember the bubble the sour
the roll up joints, bubble. Oh, the joint with the color in the middle.
Yeah, that joint. And they had the sour little hamburger. Just remember them joints, the gummy hamburger?
Yeah. Got those.
Yeah, they had Gushers over here. They ain't had that over there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So my mom always knew when I snuck across the street to come get some candy, I got my ass whooped.
He's like,
I know them candies.
Hey, yo.
You went across the street, didn't you? I got my little ass whooped.
Hey, yo, that's wild.
My mom knew everything. My mom knew what I was getting from there. You know what I'm saying? Because she called me, like, make sure he getting what he said he getting before I even got down.
She called the store?
My mom was tight with them. My mom was tight with them Asians over there, with them Chinese food over there. I mean,
best
so
coffee,
that's why
best tea.
From them, I never disrespected no Chinese store people. You know what I'm saying? Because I even saw a lot of my homies, I mean, I'm sure you've seen a lot of our homies come up disrespect the Chinese people, they making our food. Yeah. I was never being disrespectful to them. I always wanted to know I was a respectful young man.
And they be like, they gonna spit in your food.
Yeah, but they always overly loved me.
Right.
I mean, same thing for Leo and Paul. Right. The people that own this store over here, they love me. You come in here with no money. And like, yo, bro, I ain't getting paid till Friday. It's Monday. Can I rock till then?
Thorough shit.
Get what you need is what they'll tell me. Get what you need.
That's thorough.
You know what I mean? So
that's thorough, bro.
That's all, it's not, you know, you can't get that's hoods, man. You can't get that everywhere. You can't go to Wawa and do that.
And sometimes it don't even be like that no more because the people be, you know what I mean, rotating. Like they be going and now you got new people.
But what I can say is if you show your face somewhere long enough, you'll build a rapport. And they'll probably let you rock. I feel like that almost every poppy store around here, right? Oh yeah, there.
Poppy stores of course, but the Asians don't be following that sometimes.
A lot of the Asians don't, you know what I mean? But I feel like if you come around here, you spend enough money, see them regularly, they know you, they'll let you rock. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they you know, they know me, so you know, I ain't never really was hurting for no money.
Tight shit. So,
you know, if I was short, something was going on.
Like they know you gonna come, you good for it.
They know I'm gonna come through. I ain't gonna burn you. I gotta come through. I need it, you know. So I come get my everything. It's part of my routine. You here.
So it's like every hood definitely got that one go-to spot, corner store, Chinese store, for who's that's our joint.
Yeah, that's our stable. So that's why I made the shirt of it, whatever. Same joint. Everything that's going on the shirt, it's not gonna be an attractive woman. That was my way of making the hood look pretty.
Yeah, cause there ain't no bad bitch like that. And
never, not selling.
We ain't got them. This ain't uptown.
Yeah, no, this ain't that. This ain't that. You see a couple of us that's just far in between. You gotta know.
She ain't gonna be like that tomorrow. Next week. Like, damn, 60th Street ran through her.
60 niggas ran through it. Yeah.
Hey, yo.
But so that's why I did the shirt. And you know the shirt is it's a staple. It's the same thing for Nip Hustle. They got a shirt. They got a joint called Slauson Market out there or whatever. The swap meet. Right. And that's a staple to them. This is the same thing for us. You know what I'm saying? And where he had his store at was on 60th Street. Right. In LA.
That's crazy, bro. Nigga was just saying like, yo, me and Dirk got the same birthday. And then he was saying, yo, Nipsey, like all that stuff was like kind of tied in. He from Rolling 60th Street. Dirk from the O. You know what I'm saying? We from the O. It's like, bro, that's
so you gotta think that every major city, we got them same numbers and all the same numbers. And a lot of the major cities, you got a Market Street. In LA, I don't know about a lot of They got a Spruce Street in LA. They got a Cedar. They got a.
That's right here.
Yeah. They got a Christian in LA. Christian Street.
Yeah.
They got a couple streets in LA that's the same. You know, I think every major city got a Market Street.
Right.
But yeah. So that's why I saw the similarities in Nip. And that's what inspired me to make that shirt.
Okay. This was inspired.
Yeah,
okay.
From Nip, for sure.
What did growing up on this block mean to you, or this strip? What did it teach you?
Teach you to, hold yourself accountable. You gotta be a respectful young man, or you're gonna find out in real time.
Right. Like that shit gonna humble you.
Yeah, somebody gonna punch you in your fucking mouth.
How that happened to me, bro? You ever got in a fight on stage?
Not on the O.
Damn, I got in a couple.
I had a nigga try to rob me though.
Yeah.
One day I was trying to find some parking. It was, this before my mom was like, man, just double park in front of the house. You can't find no parking. So
y'all blocks be double parked and crazy. I was like, y'all get.
That's Webster.
Yeah.
That's Webster Street. So, yeah, man, this was before she told me to double park in front of the crib. So I'm busting the Yui right there at the end of the block, trying to park right here.
Right.
Park right in front of the store with them. I'm busting the Yui. I can't even finish the Yui. I'm looking down at the gears to put it in reverse or whatever to finish the Yui.
Right.
Somebody run up to the car, banging on the car with a gun. And he hitting the car with the side of the gun that's in the holster.
Right.
So it's just the leather from the holster was smearing on the gun, and I'm waiting for the glass to break.
Right.
I'm like, the glass ain't break the first 3 joints? I'm not dying like this.
I'm not dying like this.
So I hit the joint in reverse, hit him with the car,
pussy,
take off. You know what I mean? I ain't even had no gun on me or nothing. As a leg, I was riding around the joint without a gun.
Yeah, that's crazy. The day I was riding, I got caught lacking one day, and Shaq can vouch. We was on the block, and remember I told you the fight that I got into? It'll humble you. I hopped off the bus one time. I'm gonna connect 2 stories. I hopped off the bus one time, and I got into a fight with the bull. He got that R strength, bro, just husky. I'm skinny. I'm like 15, so this back when our block was beefing with A block, and then when I hopped off, they all sitting there. They like, he like, so what you were saying? What y'all was talking? I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm with it, bro. I don't care how nigga hit me with a 2-piece. I'm like, no, y'all got it. I walked right off. That shit humbled me, bro. That's what I'm saying. So now I'm like, I gotta get my weight up. Nonetheless, his brother pulled up. This was like 5-6 years ago now. But me and we sitting on the block. We just across the street at crib. This motherfucker pulled up in the car. Yeah, y'all know such and woo woo woo. He like, nah. He like, oh, you look like a little nigga named Tookie I know. And this why these stories connected. But he get out like he clutch it, and he got dyke with him in the. You ever see a dyke in the passenger seat? She on Snoopy time. So me and started booking it. Now mind you, I started riding around with my because I just got booked and couldn't find my. And I thought that was going to put a charge with my. So once I found, I'm like, all right, that was a sign, and not to ride around with it. Would have been way worse, bro. All I got caught with was all that crazy shit. But we started running. He like, chill. I'm playing with you, bro. He was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. If I ain't have my strap on me, I run too. I'm about to run and go get my strap because I was living around the corner. I'm not about to leave my mans, but nigga, I'm not staying here. He's like, you really do look like a young boy named Toogie. I'm like, nigga, that's me. He like, oh, damn. I was just playing with you, young boy. Yeah. I'm like, damn, but that was the last time I stopped carrying my strap as John because I stopped it because of that. Yeah, he was big, bro. I'm like, but RIP to the nigga beat me the
bro, y'all had a problem with that nigga too, man. I had a problem with that nigga too. I was gonna rumble him too. Yeah. But this nigga, I was at the store one day, and it was like 6 niggas. I don't even think he threw it, but if somebody threw like a milk crate, somebody threw a milk crate out there in the middle of nothing, like in the middle of the walkway. Right. And I corked that joint.
Oh, some Spider-Man shit.
Yeah, but it ripped like my nail off. Okay. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh!
Damn, was that bad?
That shit hurt. Ripped my nail off. That shit
the whole bit.
No, yeah, that shit was crazy. I was like, oh, who did it? This niggas. You bitch. Niggas who did it, say it, speak up.
Bro sound like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, so look, I couldn't do nothing.
Right, so at the time.
The nigga Mark was like, I did it. I don't think Mark did it. I just think he took offense.
Bully. He was a bully in Sarah. Nigga was a bully.
So he's like, I did it. I was like, all right, bet. I said, you remember you did it. Say that. So the next time I seen him, it was on some kumbaya shit. He's like, bro, I didn't mean to do that shit. I didn't even really do that shit. If somebody threw it, I ain't gonna say who did it, but.
Bro had a good heart sometimes. He easily influenced in my eyes.
I always fucked with him. I always was cool with him. He just,
he be cool and then he be dope cool.
If you wanna tell into him not being cussing back, you don't wanna, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's somebody you don't wanna go through.
Bro had that strength, like. Bro.
But just like you remember, I remember with him too. Because I was just that mad. I ain't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who you is. One who's in trouble, you know what I mean?
That shit made me hit the gym though, nigga. I was in Sayre, like flag football. Like I don't even gotta be this husky. Fuck it, nigga, cook me.
Yeah, I rumble. again.
Yeah.
Just in case he want to try me again.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to him, though.
Rest in peace, bro.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to a lot of niggas.
A lot of
joint,
niggas
bro.
out this joint, man.
So why you think only a few people really move forward coming from where we come from? Like you got your clothing brand, I do the music, entertainment, all that. Not bullshit, but you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but no, I think it's because some people just not exposed to just different places to live. Just and as simply as that.
Right.
Just you got to go to different areas so you can want more.
Like they confined to the box,
yeah.
like the block.
Until
you
I
go to school.
Until my mom moved to the county, that gave me a certain hustle because I'm competing with the rich kids up there. I used to go to school with Terrence Howard's kids and all that. Yeah.
Terrence Howard from Philly?
No, he's from Detroit.
Okay.
But
he got love for Philly. He did the Pride movie and all that.
Yeah, but he moved his kids to the suburbs of Philly, and they grew up. You know what I mean, out here. His family from Detroit though, and he ended up paying for like my graduation dinner and all that. I sat and ate dinner with them. Red Lobster. It was Red Lobster.
Shout out to Lion. What's his name?
Lucius Lion. Yeah,
Shout out to Lucius Lion.
But he was a thorough nigga though. Yeah. Super thorough. I ain't gonna cap. But until I moved out there, all the kids out there, they first cars in 10th grade and all that was a Beamer, Benz,
easy man.
Cadillac, Jaguars, and all that type of stuff. It was lawyers and doctors for these kids. You know what I'm saying? So
one generational shit.
Yeah, and they was giving them. So I'm like, my family couldn't give me no car.
Right.
So I'm like, man, my first car gonna be some shit. So I stacked up and bought me a Charger.
Tight.
You feel me? Bought that joint off the lot. You know what I mean? That was my first car, 18 off the lot. You know,
that's tough,
I bought
bro.
it cash.
That's a milestone at age.
Yeah. But that I wouldn't have got that hustle. I wouldn't have had that drive if I was living out there. You feel me? Because it was so many of them. They had everything they wanted. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, I'm competing with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
you got something to reach for. Around here is like we don't really see but the same person next to us doing the same shit.
Yeah.
Like what I'm gonna reach for, nigga.
And the whole time I'm competing with something I can't compete with. Because that's Jewish money. That was Jewish money. They got M's and all that. It just gave me that, that hustle.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Man, gave me that
but
hustle.
in your mind, that's crazy that you say that. We set limitations for ourselves, bro. Because we say we can't, but whole time it's so much opportunity. Once you expose yourself to your opportunities, then you realize, oh, I can.
Yeah.
Like the Jewish money is long money, but nigga, it's billionaires. I know a nigga that I don't know him. I was on a Zoom call with a nigga made $2 million in a day from a basement doing AI.
Yeah.
So it's like,
it's doable.
Yeah, the AI.
No, yeah, it's definitely doable. It's just for me at that time, at that age,
that mindset.
I'm competing with, in my head, somebody that owned a Toyota
Starbucks.
Nigga,
a Toyota.
And his kids go to my school.
Right.
And his kids got a Jaguar.
Right.
And I don't got no car. You know what I'm saying? I'm catching 2 buses. And all that, to get to work and all that. And,
it's just a long ways off, so I get you.
Yeah, so I just felt like, but it was for the better.
Right.
Because it was people that was my age that was giving things that don't got no hustle at all.
Right.
I mean, they not nowhere right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They had everything.
Yeah, but there is some people that they ain't had to go to college. They got their parents already got a real estate company and all that. Mm-hmm. They already ushered into the business.
Right.
So yeah. Why the hell does it sound like that?
It's probably an electric car. That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking this shit was a fucking Prius travel.
Yeah, that shit sound like a damn spaceship.
All right, so this is my next question. How important you think relationships is when building your future?
Oh, relationships is everything.
Yeah.
Relationships is everything, man. When I first made that crew neck, it's a black and orange version of that very first one though. And I met somebody in the NBA by the name of Daniel House. That's my man to this day. And he's from Houston. And we was doing some business, and I just gave him one of the hoodies, one of the crew necks, and he wore it to the game.
Tight shit. That's
and then
tough.
from that, because he could have did anything with that. He could have wore it to the market. He could have just chilled it in around the house. But he wore it to the game.
Put it on display.
Yeah, he wore it to the game. He took it serious from day one.
That's thorough. And
from that, he put me on to a couple other players. And, they was rocking with my clothing line. Montrezl Harrell. He rocked with my clothing line so hard that me and him ended up joining up and doing the business. You know what I mean?
That's tough. That's tough.
But we still got work to do with that. But yeah, man, it was just, the relationships is everything though, man.
Like, do you think relationships could take you further than what you might do with the money?
Yeah, it's because it's more than the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the relationships taking place that money can't,
Fair.
Money can't, you know what I mean?
Sometimes them private societies don't even care about the money. It'd be like, you ain't got a personal invite. Yeah, like if you don't know nobody or if you ain't if you not one of us.
Yeah, more important than that, I feel like I feel like when a person is you're a millionaire, you successful at what you're doing, you're an NBA player.
Right.
It's a lot of people around them that's fake. And you're doing things
yes,
to
people.
Yeah, but I'm my own businessman. With or without you, I'm gonna get some money.
Right.
And that's what they respected about me.
Yeah, they
Like,
could
I
see
didn't
that.
need them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I came as my own
Wasn't
man.
no leech. You was
No, I was giving.
private entity.
I'm giving clothes for free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they rocked with me though. They rocked my my character, and and that's why still to this day I go to a Sixers game for free. You know what I mean?
You can? That's tough.
Yeah,
I don't watch sports, but I
just took my dad to the game Saturday.
That's tough.
Did they had a ball. Yeah, they played the Mavs.
Okay.
Cooper Flag and them. Good
I don't
game.
watch sports, bro. Nobody that played nothing.
Yeah, no, yeah.
The last time I was watching sports, I think Chris Butler. I mean, fucking what's his name?
Jimmy Butler?
No, whoever was on Gilbert Arenas' team with the Wizards. I think that's the last time
that's
I was watching.
Karan Butler.
Karan Butler.
This nigga said Chris Butler.
I don't know, bro. That's the last time I played 2K and all that.
Yeah, oh my God.
But yeah, bro. But I say relationships is important. Like I got a homie named Ant Brown. And he was with me when I started the music shit too. The story about, I think I was telling the story about when niggas first got the motherfucking laptop where we had robbed somebody. And why was that relevant? The Chinese boy Leo that you was talking about. Is his name? Leo,
you're right.
You were saying he respected your character. I'm like, that was thorough because we had robbed. Our first robbery was somebody right here. We took a bike from him, whatever, old head, boo boo bop. But they seen us do that. But still, when we had robbed the Asian guy, one of their own, and we took his laptop. We ain't telling where we got the laptop from, but we took his laptop, and I'm gonna spin back around to the story. We took his laptop all the way up there on like Walnut and all that. Got a phone, got a BlackBerry flip phone. Yeah, and this was right before I was about to get booked, like a week later. But I bought it here, and Leo took it out of Asian because it's in Asian. And then when we got on house arrest, that's when we started like doing music because it's like, I mean, we ain't had nothing to do. But luckily, I'm gonna say luckily, fortunately, unfortunately, we had the laptop. You feel me? That's how niggas really started doing music. But to bring it back to the relationships, I got a homie named Ant Brown, right? And crazy thing is, the way I started music was accident, or you feel what I'm saying, chain of events. The way I started videos, chain of events. We was trying to go do music at these colleges. You feel me? So we ran into these people, and I was walking around with a camera or whatever, and we was trying to like find people that'll help us get into these colleges and perform and do these deals or whatever. Whole time I wound up just shooting parties. And my man's Ant Brown, like one of the top figures down Center City right now. And a lot of my recent dealings have been from him. Like I'm real grateful for him. And he was the only nigga. It was only 3 niggas when I was in jail that hit me up. It was Ree. That's why I mentioned him on the album. That's one of my best friends, right? He my barber, tech barber. Ree, Ant Brown, nigga that I'm talking about right now, that getting like, he one of the people that put a lot of money in my pockets because of our relationship. Only other nigga that hit me up in jail. And my cousin Benos, R.I.P. to him. Only 3 niggas that hit me up in jail.
Yeah, R.I.P. to him.
And forever, I would forever be whatever they need from me. And that's why those relationships run deep because they don't even gotta pay me for shit. And I could put 450 or 500 on a video that might take me 2 hours to do. So it'd be like those relationships get, like you said, is better than them, bro.
It's like the connections, your character is what kept you in them rooms, but it'll get you in some other rooms.
They opening up the doors because your friends will open up more doors than you could have by yourself.
Yeah, and they speaking for you like, yo, bro, they're giving the best representation of you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to tell the best version of yourself with somebody genuinely speaking on you in a positive manner, and they mean it. You know what I'm saying? People could pick up on the demeanor like,
oh no, he for real. Like, oh, you really mean that.
Yeah. So,
like, I'm like, yo, this my man's, bro. You my man's? Like, this my man's, like, you my man. Did you listen to the album? You did? What was your takeaway from it? I'm gonna just make this brief.
To me, it sounded like a real motivational album.
Okay.
And it definitely did sound like you was to your inner self.
Right. That's what Busy was saying. And
it sounded like something I do every day. You stand in the mirror.
Yeah.
And you talking to yourself. And you hard on yourself.
Right. No
and you pause. I feel like you was holding yourself accountable for the things that you said you was gonna do.
Right.
And on that album you was doing it.
I'm glad you said that. On that album I was doing it because it was like the real time thing that we talk about. Do you feel like with your brand, do you go through those struggles of building what you want it to be?
Yeah, I go through that every day. Just standing firm on pushing a message and not conforming to what's going on today, which is a lot of Satan stuff, a hell star.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You rocking, you saying
Hell Stars, I know that was Trippy Red little brother joint, right?
I
Or
ain't know.
something.
I don't know.
But I know Trippy Red is like, you look at his branding and it's real demonic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean? He be rocking horns on his head and all that. You know what I mean? You know, it's a lot of brands like that. Supreme do some stuff like that, but I'm a big fan of Supreme, but they do some satanic stuff a little bit.
Right.
And a lot of people do. And I think that's the thing about clothes is that's something that my dad always told me. You know, he would ask me, what are you wearing and what does it mean? So
Like how do it speak for you, or
yeah,
how
like what does that
connect to you?
name mean? You know what I'm saying? You don't know if you're rocking something that's, you know, degrading to somebody or to myself. So that's why
Just
I'm like,
blindly wearing clothes.
Yeah,
So
'cause you
that's
like the
crazy.
colors.
You got the third hour, but you ain't blindly wearing your stuff though.
No.
Yeah.
Everything is intentional to what I do. Every time I put out something, it's a message. You know what I'm saying? So
what would the message be for the mask that you got on right now?
man, use your third eye. You see where I got the joint that's closing my mouth.
See,
feel
that's
me?
deeper than what I seen on the surface.
Yeah.
I seen the eye, I caught that. But that part, that was
You
deeper.
ain't even gotta talk, just use your third eye. You know what I mean? You ain't even gotta let people know what you on.
All right, so what impact do you think you can have on the kids coming up around here on 60th Street, bro?
So one thing I want to do is do a big giveaway just to prevent bullying. Because when you go to school, you know, we all from the same neighborhood and all that the same.
Right.
It could be somebody, you know, your homie, y'all grew up in the same block, but when you go in his crib, they might be living like a third world country in that joint.
You know, well,
By
3
looking
doors
at it.
down too.
Yeah, you don't know that by just looking at a nigga until you go home, go to his house, and he really become your real bro. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You go to his house, you know what
Like
I'm
you
saying?
feel where he
Yeah.
like stuff might be calm in your crib.
Yeah.
Whole time he going through some different stuff.
Yeah, he going through it. The cards he was dealt wasn't a regular hand. So, you know what I mean? So, but when people are going to school, kids are going to school, they should be able to just focus on school and being your best at school. Because you can't do that if you worried about somebody talking about you, what you got on. Joking on you, what you got on.
So that's how you would intersect with your, okay.
I want to give them something fly. I want to give them some real fresh stuff that they want to wear. I ain't just going to force
Right.
my stuff on them. Pick out whatever you want to wear. I'm going to give you some sneaks. I just want to do a big giveaway for the young boys so they could just focus on school.
Yeah, we
You know
got to collab. Well, if you ever do, bro, whatever.
Well,
I don't know if we're gonna do it. It'd be like we at the millionaire level, or we're gonna do it at the 10 millionaire level.
It ain't gonna be that late.
However I can contribute.
We gonna do that soon.
Yeah, however I can contribute, bro.
Yeah, I need to do that. I gotta do that. That's what, you know. That's something I do still to this day, man. Any of the young boys that's not activating or that's doing anything street, I always give them money. I always be like, man, keep not being in the street, bro. 'Cause you could be just like your homies and all that, but you focus on what you want to be.
Right.
Shout out to Manny.
Shout out to Manny.
Manny always been his own man. He been a leader since forever. He'll get him and his homies, and they go cut some grass.
Exactly.
They legal or nothing, they gonna do something positive. They go, him and his homies, they gonna fish, they gonna sell the fish.
No bullshit. I ain't eating no fish out of Cobb's Creek. But
No,
yeah.
no, but they're selling like it's
I know.
turtles and all that. It's a couple young boys that I look out for like that. You know what I'm saying? That just, you know, they not doing what, you know, the hood is
Designed for them. Yeah, like the direction is forcing them to go.
Just because you from the hood, that ain't mean you gotta be of the hood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I was just saying that. They talking about how you feel about, just to get a little sidebar, how you feel about, you been seeing motherfuckers say fuck the streets, but their careers came up off the streets. You seen a joint with G Herbo, and they was talking about cause Gunna and what's his name, 21 Savage, and I was like, fuck the streets. Whole time they built their career off the streets.
Yeah, I think it.
You heard about that though?
Yeah, I heard about that. I think it comes down to the intention of why y'all saying it. Is y'all saying that because y'all homie a rat now? Or is y'all saying that because you saying like, yo, we need to do something more positive, like fuck the streets.
We
like,
progressed, like we matured as men.
Yeah, so I think it's the intent behind what they saying. But you know, I'm definitely down.
But niggas still be talking, that's how I feel. Go ahead, bro, I'm listening, my fault.
But I'm definitely down with, like, you know what I mean, becoming a boss instead of keep doing street things. You know, I've been tired of doing street stuff. I've been over.
It's fun though. I ain't gonna hold you. It get addictive when you get that stardom. Like if you're a motherfucker, everybody know. Oh,
it is, unless you, but that means you gotta be successful the whole time.
Exactly.
You the whole time.
Yeah. For some people it is. Yeah. But some people they turn into a trap. I ain't gonna say trap guy, but like.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, like
some dudes ain't never took no dips, no major dips. Yeah. And that's the part. That's
they got storefronts and shit that make you feel like.
You're supposed to take this negative and turn it positive. You ain't supposed to stay in the street.
What Jay-Z say? Said I took drug money and bought the laundry. He said I took the drug money and bought the neighborhood. That's how you rinse it.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I mean? So You know, me doing the clothing line was my shot at going legit and, you know, being...
Okay, Herbo. And that's crazy because Herbo, one of the people that commented on it, and he like, thank God I went legit. You know, that's his most recent song. So I think it's relevant to ask, where's they mindset?
I feel like it's every street nigga that want to elevate goal is to finally go legit.
But what happened when your career, I mean, of course, JC say, fuck this. I'll be referencing Jay-Z. You just asked if Jay-Z, I'm a Jay-Z, J. Cole, Drake Bible. You feel me?
I love Drake.
But
I love Hov.
Jay-Z. I mean, Hov, yeah. So he like, what was he fucking, fuck.
Positive.
Yeah, I forgot the bar. But basically, I forgot the fucking bar, bro. But anyway, nonetheless, where is it in your career you gotta stop talking about that shit? So when people, cause you know you built your career off that. So if you saying all this street shit and then you stop talking about street shit, I want to elevate, what did that do for your career?
I don't think you should stop talking about it if that's what you really from.
But then that's what I'm saying. You saying fuck the streets, but you still talking about the streets. Do that make you a hypocrite?
If you talking about the streets, it's the manner you talking about the streets. Is you talking about the streets like, yo,
glorifying it, or you just
you talking about this is how it shaped me?
Yeah, like, but a lot of them be glorifying it though. You know 21 Savage, it's in his name.
But that's
you feel me?
That's part of rap. Rap is bravado.
What you mean?
That's part of hip hop. Hip hop is talking your shit.
No, I get that.
And
but
being if you was
as a person
high in the street, that's part of talking shit.
But now we at the crossroad where you said saying fuck the streets. Yeah. So as a street nigga that really has his old image surrounded, I mean, is about the street. Your whole image is about the street. How can you say fuck the street and not be looked upon as a hypocrite? That's my question.
If you looked at it as a hypocrite, then that's growth. Because the way that you was thinking at 10, you're not gonna be thinking like that at 20.
But I'm saying now they going back.
What you mean?
Like he say fuck the streets, but then got the next track he about to do, he about to be like, I done killed that nigga 20 times, nigga, fines. Is that valid?
Yeah, because that was his experience.
Nah, no, it's fuck. You glorifying it and then it's documented.
Fucking kid.
What's up, cat? Meow meow. I'm gonna move this in front of us. I'm gonna just turn this bitch up a little bit. But it's like you either glorifying it or you documenting it. Like Jay-Z documenting the shit. Yeah. He used to glorify
that's what I feel like niggas is doing. I feel like niggas is giving you a real...
Nah, them niggas is glorifying it though. Cause they still trying to eat off of the streets of, yeah, I'm a hood nigga, I still do this shit. Versus, that's what I did and I ain't trying to do that shit no more. But that's what I did.
On the artist you talking about specifically though.
I'm talking about 21 Savage.
You talking about Savage.
I gotta be talking about 21 Savage because
Savage,
he's still on it.
Yeah, but you gotta remember that was a big part of who he was, and that's a big part of what shaped him.
Exactly.
So Savage went through a lot of shit in the street.
Right.
Got shot in front of his man.
But as a progressive, I mean, you got the joint what he did with J. Cole. That showed the little crossover. Yeah. But then you go further and it's like, oh, he's still on it. So it's like, how do you say you are progressing as a person, but still, you mean all that's on your mind is the shit that you know what I'm saying?
Entertain it.
Thank you. That's the kind of crossroad that I was trying to get to.
Listen, this is some real shit. It shouldn't be nothing that you listening to or watching that should make you do something that you don't want to do. You gotta hold yourself accountable as a person. A lot of people want to do that shit because it sound good. Ain't nothing that I listened to that was like, yeah, I'm about to get up and do that if I ain't never want to do it.
But that's the Pied Piper though. Like when you hear the Pied Piper is the motherfucker that whistled, he got the flute and it sounds so good that it's convincing you to do something that you thought you didn't want to do.
I could listen to some Future and be like, yeah, that's fire. That nigga's tripping though.
You're mature. A lot of the people that buy into this stuff is not even mentally mature enough to decipher.
I think it's more than being mature. I think it's about being yourself.
A lot of people don't know who they are.
That's a fact, but
that's the maturity.
I had a father.
We grateful. I did too. Yeah. So we are the selective few that's blessed with that. Yeah. We probably 2 out of 200. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. So it's like the stuff that you feed, you can say, but when you go back on it, it's like, are they really holding themselves accountable?
That's crazy.
It's like, is they holding themselves accountable because they feeding their audience like, yeah, but we're not on that, but now I'm still on it.
You gotta remember, it's a lot of docile people. It's a lot of people that can't think for self.
Exactly. That's the type of people I'm talking about is being like brainwashed.
But I mean, if the brainwashed niggas was born to be brainwashed.
That's cool, but the Pied Piper, I'm just saying, if you the motherfucker whistling that flute to get everybody just to sing along by any means, what that tell you as a person, who you are. You feel what I'm saying? You just said one thing and now you doing another thing.
Man, I think people would give people a lot more
What they
credit.
want.
No,
What
I
you
think
mean?
people would give. I'm talking about like the R. Kellys, these entertainers. It's like you're only in the black community. The most important person in the black community is not a politician, and that he's an entertainer. It's Michael Jackson or something.
Okay.
You know what I mean? People need to find somebody more positive to look up to. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the immaturity. People don't even know, because if you put something right in front of my face, if I'm looking at something right here, right? Mind you, I got a baby mind. My mind is not yet molded to where as though I feel like I got enough control to think for self. I'm looking right here, but somebody put something real shiny and glittery in front of my face. You think I'm not going to pay attention to that? And
So that goes to the parents.
You know what I'm saying? That's
So-
fair. That's fair. But a lot of motherfuckers ain't got their parents.
But I'm saying
There's
is
nobody to blame, but
the parents should have a stronger hold on you than the person you listen to or the movie you're watching.
so if your
I
parent
was
didn't
scared
have
of
a
my
parent,
mom and my dad.
but what if your parents didn't have good enough parents to even show them how to be parents?
Then y'all was born to be sheep as a family. I think
Fair.
this is a sheep family.
Fair. So it's really nobody to blame, but
the parents.
it's trickled down.
Yeah, it started in the house.
But a lot of parents really didn't have a chance a lot of times too. It depends on how much of a generation fuck up, where your generation started.
I agree with
A
that.
lot of
but-
shit started back in slavery.
but
Like
I'm
you
saying,
never got out.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas will give these artists a lot more credit than they deserve. It starts in your house.
That's fair.
It started in the house.
That's fair.
It's some things, it's people talking about smoking, drinking and all that. I could never think about doing none of that stuff. Not with my dad in the house.
Right.
My dad.
Boy, you better
K3y knows. My dad got the nose. He don't smoke or drink. My dad don't do none of that. And my dad was a full-blown street nigga.
Yeah.
My dad is a G.
He said my dad a G type shit.
He is. I couldn't think about doing none of them drugs. In his house, he got K3y nose. I could never think about doing that. Until him and my mom split up, then that's when I was, I'm able to smoke some weed.
Do you think it's better or worse for the kids growing up where we at right now?
Hold on.
So we going to Market, 60 Market?
No, 60 market that way. Yeah, it's like good. No, it's 10. He
Yeah.
lied. It's like no, but no, it's definitely over 6 blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a good 10. I mean, the bus right there is going to spin back. If you get on this bus right now, it's going to loop in like 5 blocks that way. Yeah, it's going to loop.
I live on there. Where the next bus?
The bus is right here. It's going to loop. Like if you get on this bus, it's going to bring you back around in like 5 minutes. But that's the same bus that's going to come back.
You might as well
That's the
have
next
done
bus.
that. Got no money?
Yeah.
My phone is dead.
Oh shit.
I went to Uber home.
I grow up now versus when we was growing up.
I think it's worse.
Worse. How so?
Yeah, because there's a lot more influence in the internet. We ain't had the internet. We had to be outside.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's that.
It was just music before. That was like music and all this
music and
other
movies.
stuff. Yeah.
Movies, you know what I mean? Friday and, just different movies. Training Day, different movies, The Wire.
The Wire. The
Wire did a lot to niggas.
No bullshit. The
Wire
Wire,
did a lot
like
to niggas.
The Wire did to us when we was coming up what Chicago drill music did to the young boys, I think.
Yeah, The Wire did a lot to niggas. I remember I came to my man crib one day and he wasn't even in the streets. But I'm in the streets.
Right.
And I had the plug come drop the bud off on
Right.
us. And this nigga was all nervous and shit. He's like, I don't know, bro. I just got done watching The Wire. Yeah,
He thought that shit was
Yeah, he like, bro, ain't nobody even coming to see you.
yo.
What you
No, they gonna connect you to him and him to me.
Yeah, you're not even doing nothing out here. You know what I mean?
Bro, I tell him it wasn't you, bro. Just take it easy, relax. How do you think your clothing brand could change kids' lives?
I just think I could provoke thought. You know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of young boys is using their mind to really think. I think a lot of young boys is acting and thinking after they acting.
Okay.
It'll provoke thought if you got some type of intellect. Or maybe I could wake your intellect up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So,
Okay. So the message that you want, like you were saying, you want to push your message harder or make it more intentional and to the forefront.
Yeah, and I just I just want to preach some type of positivity, inspire somebody to just be their own man. That's what I got for one of my logos. It say in the circle in each logo, like it'll say a couple things different. There's a couple different messages inside the logo, but it always got the I.
Okay.
One of my logos, it said, be the shepherd. Oh, in a world full of sheep, be the shepherd of your ideas. That's one of my logos. And I want
be the
people
leader.
to be an individual, man.
individual.
That's what I want for the clothing line. I want the clothing line to preach being an individual. That's what my dad always told me to be. Like, he never told me to be like nobody
Right.
but myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The only person I want to be like is my dad. You know what I'm saying? But me and my dad be the same person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He wants you to be the better version of him, so he wants you to be
I
the
mean,
you.
he say I'm the best version of him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and he, you know what I mean? He always tell me proud of me because, you know,
That's
I'm
crazy.
doing
My dad
something.
just started telling me he's proud of me. My dad, like your dad, street
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
But I think that's where we
Me
connect.
too.
Hmm?
Me too.
I know, you said that.
He just started telling me that.
I think our lines connect on a deeper scale of us just knowing each other recently and opposed to we really live down the street from each other.
Yeah, the whole
right?
time.
We stand for the same thing, kind of. Like the album that, and I'm not making this about the album, but it's relevant because you say be yourself. You say growth. You say all these things that I've been talking about. And I'm like, dang, why did you pop in my head when I was thinking about a collab with anybody? It wasn't even a clothing collab I was thinking about. But the fact that you stood on what I stood on, I just thought about the 3. I thought about the I, and I'm like, all right, we connect on that. And then the morals and the type of things that we want to, you know, grow to be, like we connect on that. So I'm like, dang, we're just popped in my head. Like, bro, if you was to make a jacket, like I said, my next album, right? I want to collab with you. You know what I'm saying? Like come up with a whole campaign. It could be an outfit. It could be a hat. It could be anything, right? But I would put my lyrics on the back of the jacket.
Yeah,
now that I think about it, bro. Like the stuff that you would stand for or where you at in your capsule of life or what you on, like most likely we gonna be on the same type shit. So that whatever we decide to put on the jacket, we was gonna connect. And I'm like, bro, that's crazy.
Nah, we definitely need to do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually listen to the album again tonight.
It don't gotta be this album, bro. It could be, cause I know you said you dropping next year, so it's like, I'm dropping an album every 3 months. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, no. The next album gonna be about females, so yeah, cool. It could be off this album, but
no, I'm
wanna do a
definitely gonna find
campaign
something.
like that, bro.
I'm gonna find a staple lyric for that album that resonate with me and you, of course, it's yours.
yeah. But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Niggas is connected more than just the words. It's more than we are walking kind of like the same, I guess, spiritual path. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like unknowingly we already on the same type time. So it's like whatever you find is gonna be like.
On some real, I think we carrying the same traditions and the character and the morals that we grew up on. That ain't today. Nobody care about your character no more.
That's thorough.
Ain't nobody caring no morals no more. But that's from our class. That's from what we grew up on. And you couldn't be on the O around this joint if your character wasn't, you know what I mean?
Right.
A certain character. You couldn't be no turkey. You couldn't be no pussy. You couldn't be.
My dad made me fight a nigga because he was like, no, we gonna go back. We gonna fight that nigga. But
you can't be no coward. You know what I'm saying? Can't be of your dad and be a coward because your dad ain't no coward. It do mean something to me though, cause you know what I mean. Just like it was something you thought, he was like, damn, who's somebody I could do that collab with that that's doing something.
Right. That's on the team type time.
Yeah, it was a blessing for me that you even did it, cause like I said, you kick up your own motion. You're your own man, so.
And as you are, that's the thing. It's like we already see each other. No diddy. Like we looking in the mirror when we think of. You know mean, like, dang, who on it? You on it? You feel me? So bro, I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you for locking in, bro.
This ain't gonna be the last shit we do. We just
hell no.
the beginning.
We out here at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning just to be transparent, bro. This the third time we fucking did this, bro. It's the third time because the video just clipped. 61 gigabytes just clipped, bro. So now niggas is out here doing it again. And every time it was more pure. It was more like, you feel what I'm saying? More precise. Top of the year, 2026 type
2026,
shit.
top of the year. What I will say is everything that I'm doing from here on is gonna look way more realistic. All my artwork gonna look a lot more realistic, and it's going progress as time goes. But that's the biggest hint I could give. That
He said the hint I could give, not too much.
My next stuff is gonna look super realistic. So.
And bro got me out here looking like I actually know how to dress. So y'all already know y'all gonna see me in a few more pieces. You feel what I'm saying? If not gonna be the campaign
get used to
brand. You feel what I'm saying? Get used to it because it aligns without it even trying. Like it was not forced. It aligns with y'all already know what I be on, bro, on the same type time. So y'all need to go tap into it, bro. It's worth the drip.
Yeah, and I ain't just, like I said, I ain't just making nothing just to make it. It's something with a message.
Yep. So you want to tell them where to follow you at, where they could go get the bread and all that stuff?
At the 3y company, at the number 3, EYE company.
Type shit. And the crazy thing is, it's K3y music. So the 3 is like You know what I'm saying? It's
it was
meant,
divine,
bro.
man. It was
Two
divine,
dudes from
man.
two different corners on the same type time.
Yeah, that was God.
I mean, fuck the Chinese guys, but that was
Yeah.
God, bro. We see y'all when we see y'all, man.
Yeah.
Go cop up on some drip and go listen to the album, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Say slide. Bro, I was like this.
I know.
I was like, no, it's cool. I was out there from that
I
shit.
know you're off for.
I'm for telling you though, you cool, bro. We cool. Bumblebee.
And I deserve